Welcome guys! As Dragon Skull pointed out correctly on YouTube recently, there haven't been many arena runs lately, and I guess it's time to do one of them again. Ladder and Tavern Brawls and such have soaked up some time, but well, there's no reason to not do a run every once in a while, right? Right. As you might be able to see, it's super hot here today, so I'm not sure if my brain can work consistently over the course of a whole arena run, because it's really hot. It's like 37 degrees Celsius, so
I won't let you down.
Don't expect too much, but as always I'm trying my best. And this is clearly Azure Drake, I suppose. Yep. Card draw is nice. Valance Chosen or Temple Enforcer. Shrinkmeister is also not bad. I want all of these, actually. But Valance Chosen is super nice in the early game if you can get it off with something in the early game. I think I go with Temple Enforcer though. Just the more consistently good card. But I hope that I pick up another Valance Chosen and that I pick up some early game to actually play it on something. Not sure about these cards. Probably Pen Creeper. It's very top heavy already, but I can't pass up another Temple Enforcer. Earthen should be good. That's a lot of healthy stuff here. Only 5s and 6s. I really want some early game going. Yeah, there we go. Spider Tank? Spider Tank. This one. Another good 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. I'm just 1/3 through the draft, but I'm almost done with the late game, or the mid-late game. Light of the Naaru. Sunwalker is just too good to pass up. Sorry. Maybe Acolyte of Pain over the Smith. I have 1, 2, 3 5s already. I have 3 6s already. I have 20 more cards to go. Card draw should be better. Wow. Dragonling Crusher also nice. I have to go for more early game. My curve is really low. Light of the Naaru. I guess it's mind control. I have 1 dragon and a good amount of late game, but the mind control should be decent for the rest of the game. That's one of the best 4-drops I could have gotten, I guess. Magwhopper would be nice also, but rather pick up a 4 than a 2, I guess. Oh man, what is this? I could go with 1 circle, I guess. But Foreign Warrior, I have 4 3-drops, 2 2-drops. Could leave. I really need 1 2 1s, 2s, 4s, and a little bit 3s. I mean, if I pick up a Power Shield, for example, the Foreign Warrior is not that bad. I'm not sure about the Silence. It's just not much value usually. But I have a lot of value in the deck already, so maybe Silence is good enough. Against Haunted Creepers and such. Let's try it. I will probably regret it though. But Cultist is nice. Cultmaster's bad and Valance Chosen's bad because I only have 2 2-drops and no 1-drops so far. Just go with another Cultist, I guess. Clockwork Gnome should be it then. Wow, even more late game. Really? I don't pick the Leroy. Black Knight could be nice. Okay. Okay, I just have to survive until I actually arrive in the late game. So no second mind control. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5+ cards and 10 more cards to go. I think I won't get the Crusher off anyways, because all I have is 3 drops so far. Maybe Razorfen Hunter. Wow, these are kind of mediocre picks. it's like a bad smite. Finally. Something. Mind games should be really bad. And I don't have Shadowward Pain so far. The combo. And another Temple of Farseer, okay. And another Dark Cultist. I have a lot of Dark Cultists now. Can I pass up on that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 2-drops and 1 1-drop. But Dark Cultists are so good. I have so many 3-drops. I think I'd rather go with this one. Sadly. An Ogre, jeez. No, I have to pick the Magi. Ancient Mage. Well, at least it survives something. Light will. I just have to make sure to actually arrive in the late game. So, okay, wow. Okay, so I ended up with a lot of mediocre cards, which will probably lose me the one or the other game. I have a Silence, Light of the Naaru is kind of situational. My early game pretty much sucks. I don't have any buff cards for any of these. I have the Razorfen Hunter, I have the Ancient Mage, I have the Dragonling mechanic, the Ogre Magi, the Wailing Soul. Well, Frostwolf Warlord isn't great in this deck either. And then I have Sunwalker, 3 Temple Enforcer, Ysera, and a Mind Control. I pretty much have to count on my 6+ cards to get some stuff going. And I have an Azure Drake. That's pretty good. And I have 2 Dark Cultists, which will hopefully help me to get through the early game. I'm not too optimistic with this one. I guess it might go to 6 if I'm a little bit lucky, but I don't have removal, I don't have any of the Shadow Words. I don't have a Power Shield, I don't have a Valence Chosen. I don't have a lot of stuff. And I don't have something to combo the BGH with, like an Abusive or a Duck Irondorf. So I could actually like reduce a 6 attack minion. At least I picked up a little bit more minions to curve out in the end. And I don't have a... And I think I have too many minions, too few spells, not enough fast cards. The longer I think about it, the more I'm inclined to say 5 instead of 6. Okay, so I have to draw 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 5, I guess. Yes. I drew 3 out of my 5 most expensive cards already. That's great. Especially in Priest, where your hero power doesn't do anything. If I miss a drop as Mage, I can, of course. I could have pinged it. If I miss my 2-drop with Warrior, I can use this one. But
I can't do that. Don't mess with Tusker.
Okay, I miss a 4. I have a 5. I have 6. This hand doesn't give me much options. Like many options to choose from. Almost plays itself right now.
Locked and loaded.
I really need something that I can play now. Yes, I have to throw it in there. It's not worth a coolant, and like I have this and this and this upcoming, so I won't be able to play this anyways for quite some turns. It's okay, get a 2-for-1 with this. Oh well, a 1.5 for 1, I guess. Yes, and that's why I wanted to have a Shadowward Death in here. And if I coolant it, I do nothing the next turn. So let's just draw a card. This is 6, 6, 6, 9, 10. It's all my expensive cards. That's insane. This was so unlikely to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the 5 cards out of the first 9. Oh jeez.
Back to work.
Seriously. Well, maybe I can mind control it at some point. The good part is I think I cannot draw any more cards that I can't play right now. Maybe I can like burn his deck. Ah, maybe. That's good enough. The cooldown was a really good spare part for me. Hopefully the Sunwalker can block this. I'm not sure, I don't think that I want to trade both into it. Even with the Temple of Force and none of these survive the actual Fell Reaver. Okay. I don't have the choice anymore anyways. Okay, I trade this away. This is unfortunate because it will break my Divine Shield. I could use the Bluegill Warrior, but I don't have to play anything with, like, I can't play anything with the Bluegill. So I guess I just go this way. Oh, the Cultmaster is a really good. Like, I'm glad that he doesn't have the Cultmaster right now. For these two. Sad thing is that the Bluegill isn't enough to kill this, even if he has to trade into the. Oh my goodness. He has a 3 attack minion. Oh my goodness. Well, at least he didn't have a Cultmaster, right? Oh! Oh, he did this trade! Oh my gosh. Why would you do that? Thanks, man. That's awesome. One more cards. Means he's out of cards now. Okay, this will help a lot.
I'm almost out of cards.
He's in fatigue already, and I have a card draw engine that doesn't bring me even into fatigue. So that's his last cards. Should be okay for me now. Oh. Okay, well, the Ysera will take care of that, I guess. And the turn afterwards I can mind control it. Let's see, that's 8, that's 11. Plus maybe another 3 that charges. 15, it's close. I will kill this and play Ysera. And then I might be able to heal myself with Light of the Naaru next turn. Maybe I play the Temple of Force instead. And heal myself with Knight of the Naaru. And this looks like a good plan actually. Can keep these 2 alive. Could actually trade now. Should be in. Like I said, I have to survive until the late game, then I should win with this deck.
Try this.
Why wouldn't you hit first? This was weird. Could have hit first, but you should lose anyways. Ouch. As long as I can get a minion from him.
I dream the world burns.
Why are you still playing?
Well played.
I shall bring you rest.
Watch this.
It might have been a lot closer if he didn't trade into my Frostwolf Warlord. Because I would have taken the 10. I would have done the trade anyways, and then I would have taken 10 more damage. Would have been a lot scarier. I think this decision costed him the game. And I really hope that I won't draw like this many early game, late game cards again. This was insane.
Anduin versus Anduin.
Economy.
The light shall bring victory.
This would have been really good with Villains Chosen. Do I keep this? I have so many 3-drops in the deck. Yeah, why not? Stealth Crew around. It's not bad. Yes, that's a card that I want to combo with my Acolyte. I think I don't have any minion that I would like to be silenced. But it's a 3/5. No reason to use the coin here. Hey, it's a do-it-yourself Gilblin Stalker. Could play the Acolyte and hope for 2 draws, and then play the Panther, and I don't know. It looks stupid. But I cannot kill this. Oh.
Death does not scare me.
That's scary.
The damned stand ready.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do against this. Maybe Jungle Panther. Like Jungle Panther, double hit, coin heal something. Maybe heal myself even with Light of the Naaru. Acolyte would have probably drawn me 2 cards, I guess. That's why I would have liked to have a Shadow Red Pain in my deck. Would have been an easy pain here.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh boy. Why wouldn't you Mind Vision first? Well, whatever, that's 5, that's 9. Guess I can go for 6/6 here. This will hopefully do help me something. Not for certain though. This Deathlord is really annoying. Maybe I should have traded. Useless. Well, at least I'll be able to kill this, right? Yeah. Wow. The beatdown is real.
For the Horde! My fate is sealed.
Oh no, a healing card. Okay. That's 8.
consider.
Magic detected.
So many taunts. At least this is a good trade. Huh. This is so painful.
Do you like to play with fire?
I could silence this to 4/4 again. Means I can trade here, trade here, trade here, trade here, buff something. Heal myself back up to 12. And play the Acolyte.
I wonder.
And then I should be ahead a lot. Okay. Let's go with that. Might be better to not heal myself though.
My fate is sealed.
I hope for the other one.
In the light.
9 should be hard to accomplish for him. Like maybe something like, how's it called? Reckless Rocketeer for 5, okay. Maybe with something like Mind Blast, but it's kind of unlikely, and I think this play gives me a lot of more options. Wow. 666. The triple Temple Enforcer. I need 4 attacks, I have 4 guys, so it should work out somehow. Right?
Face the light.
I'll just...
For the Horde!
I'll just make sure to bring this home. He still has one of my cards from the Might version. Oh, okay. Where's my BGH? Well, I guess I'll... do I have lethal somehow? It's 11, 14, 17, 18, 20... No. But I can just kill it with my Light Warden. That's probably good enough, right? Should be.
I must consider.
What do I put this on? Maybe... here.
Face the light.
To make sure to have stuff survive to Holy Nova, to Light Bomb. Okay. Glad that I recovered that. I guess most of the games will look like this. I'll struggle early and then try to recover later. But it's without any removal and without too many fast cards. I think I don't really have fast cards actually. I have a Bluegill Warrior and a Sunwalker and a Fen Creeper, I think. Yeah, I will definitely struggle against something early. I don't have catch-up cards like Holy Nova.
Anduin versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory. The light shall burn you.
Hopefully I won't get like 666 back. That's better. Oh, that's a lot better. No, that's Ancient Mage. I hope that will never show up. I don't have anything that combos with spell damage anyways, right? Just... But it can stop early pressure, I guess.
One shot, one kill.
Interesting.
The damned stand ready.
That's a better 4. And the silence actually helped a little bit, because it's tempo card. Aww. Valuable exorcist. Wish I would have played the spider thing then. I guess I can't do much here.
My fate is
I'll just keep the trade curve engine going. A lot of interesting situational cards there.
my fate is
I guess that's pretty bad against Shadow Madness if he has this too. Can kill these two. Can actually kill this and buff something if you have. Shrinkmeister might be a really good draw. Yep. Looks like it. And then I can either play Ancient Mage, Earthen, or heal. Maybe Earthen on this. So I hit this hit for 1 each. This looks really good. I can't really play around mind control tech anyways.
my eyes are my fate is
I guess I have a severe problem against the light bomb now though. Nothing that's okay. Great, it's just a sea giant, it's not a light bomb. I only have 3. Like I would have to sacrifice 3 of these. So I'll just play this.
my fate is
Beat down. I have no 4 mana, 5 with coin. Hard to imagine what he could come up with now.
You have better.
This was nice. Finally a little bit faster game for me.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light shall
Ouch.
bring victory.
Ouch, too situational. Huh, look at this. It's almost a curve. And I have a lot of 3-drops, so I will probably pick up one of them on the way.
Hello.
Which means going first would be a lot more beneficial. There we go.
I am ready.
Because I don't want to coin out of any of these, but... Fine. Guess coining out this one would make sense. Because I can use the Shrinkmeister Bell Cry then. Hopefully I can... Maybe I can use the Earthen also. It depends. That's better.
the damned stand ready.
There's no reason for me to kill this. Even with Shrinkmeister, the 2-1 can trade into the Shrinkmeister. Looks like I could have some minions on the board live for the Frostwolf Warlord. That was an interesting choice.
My fate is
Could have like traded both for 2. Oh, Shrinkmeister heal. Trade. These move with the same board. Well, almost the same board. Oh, never mind. This will deal 3, it doesn't make a difference. Should have thought about this the last turn though. I'll just go Frostwolf Warlord, I guess.
The Frostwolf stand. My fate is sealed.
Didn't really have a choice which one I wanted to buff because I wanted a 6/6, not a 5/5. Doesn't make a difference if he has Fireball, but if he doesn't, it makes a lot of difference. Oh, there we go. But I have a big game Hunter for that. It's pretty good. Next turn is Flame Strike. I might want to throw my Acolyte in there. Fits the curve, draws me a card. Looks alright. Somewhat weak against... no. It's only weak against my control tech if he gets exactly the 6/6. It's a 1 in 4. And even then I can like Shrinkmeister... no. Doesn't really make sense. Oh well, it makes sense to keep the Sun Fury alive. Yeah, I should have definitely put this in the middle. Whoops. Would have drawn me a card this way. I guess I don't need to play any of these cards. I could though. He didn't have a mind control tag. I think I can tell this for sure. Could also time rewinder this for another heal. That's cool. Could also double Shrinkmeister actually. For 5. Probably won't be necessary though. Maybe it will. That's 5, that's 7, he's at 8. If I double Shrinkmeister, that's a 2/5. Otherwise it's a 4/5.
Bring the pain.
I got this.
Keeping the 2 damage around should be alright. Nine, 10, 13, 15, 17, exactly. 8, 9, 12, 15, 17.
I got this.
Murloc lethal. So I should have played the Acolyte better to play a little bit more around Cone of Cold. And well, the rest was pretty much perfect, I guess. Turned out very well for me, especially because I had a curve. Which is not always given with this deck, as we've seen in the first game.
Anduin versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Is this third priest in a row? No. The last one was a mage. I think it's the third priest. have too many good 3s. I need one of my 2s. Yeah, that's alright. As long as I don't pick up even more late game. Sure.
Greetings. Greetings.
That's why I threw my spider tank back. I have 2 decent 3-drops in my hand right now. Light shall burn you. Of course. Of course it should. It should, but it doesn't.
The damned stand ready.
Maybe I should have attacked, but don't feel quite like it. This way, if he plays the Yeti, I can double trade and still have a 2-1 around at least.
I must consider.
And then I could play Panther because he couldn't coin out a Nova anymore. Okay. Is this better?
My fate is sealed. My eyes.
That's pretty good. Panther heal, Enforcer, something Ysera. Now I have so many 3 attack minions on the board, having a 4 attack minion should be good. It's also the only thing that doesn't survive a Holy Nova this way. I have these 2 which survive Coin Light Bomb. So I guess I'm good. Hmm. Three 6, 3 3, 3 1, 4 2. Guess that's alright.
My fate is sealed.
Might get smited, but I have to put some pressure on. Problem, nothing survives Light Bomb. Good thing is I have Ysera upcoming in a few turns. Don't know why I expected a swipe. Probably Shadow Word Death also. It's a whole turn of removal, I get 6 damage in anyways. Could also consider to use the Bluegill Warrior, I guess.
The damned stand ready. My fate is sealed.
But I don't have to, I can afford to play around a Mind Control tech top deck now. It's all 3 power minions though. It's a little bit strange. Could have gotten 2 or 4 more damage in with the Bluegill though.
The gates are open.
Well, I'll use it for this one then. Ah, Shrinkmeister again. 4? 4 doesn't help at all.
My fate is sealed.
See if this works.
My fate is sealed.
Let's see if this works.
If I played BJH, I might have had lethal this turn. Nah, not really. He would heal. Troxor. Uh-huh. Troxor die.
I dream.
Not Ysera Awakens though. And he still has the coin, he could coin Mind Control. Then I hit this. Ah well, if you coin my controls, he's dead anyways. If he wasn't, I could like double hit this. Mind control my Ysera back.
Truth is my shield.
Would be hit, 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 hit. So he needs to kill one of these.
Is someone injured?
Not too quickly.
Seriously? What are you going to do with 1 mana? If you want to use the coin.
I shall bring you rest.
Well played.
This was a pretty dominating play again. Game, I should say. Oh, basically because he didn't have any early game, I guess. He had an Ironfall Grizzly and a Mana Wraith. The priest before had like Elven Archer and I don't know, a weak minion also.